Hi friends, welcome back to Beccarelli's Books. I'm Beck, and today I wanted to show you where I got to with my cover. So my last video I was kind of playing around with the composition of the cover and I came up with this, which is all stuck down now. Yeah, so I've used seam binding, which I attached first, so it's wrapped around the whole book, and I dyed it and it came out beautiful. So what I did was I just used my non-stick mat and I just laid down some walnut stain ink, put some water, and I also have a tiny bit left of this glimmer mist. It is creme de coco. Yeah, and I mean I have a few of them, but they're all nearly empty. I've had them a long time. So I sprayed that in as well and just rubbed all of this around in the mixture, and I think I must have had some other colour on the mat because I got this green colour, which actually was a happy accident because it looks amazing. I just think it looks so nice. But yeah, I'm not sure where the green came from because I don't remember using green ink on that mat, and maybe it is the combination of this and the walnut stain that did that. I'm not sure, but I love it. I think it turned out so good. So I did the piece to wrap around, and then I did another piece because I wanted to do this bow here, which I think looks super cute. I ended up changing these flowers from white, and the way that I did that, I used my ink pad and I just turned it upside down, and I used my dabber to get some colour on there. I think I might have used it wet. Yeah, I think these were wet when I did it, and it took the colour a lot better. And then I sprayed some, I also sprayed this on there. You know, got some water on it, made it really nice and colourful with the ink. Colourful brown, but you know, really got the colour on there. And then as it dried, the dark colour sort of penetrated to the outside because they've got like a little curve. And I think that just turned out so good. And then I Mod Podged. Oop, just used the matte Mod Podge over the top. So that's how they came out. Pretty happy with that. And then I've just used the cabochons in the middle. And what else have I done? I've put this little keepsake pin in the back there, and this Believe coin with a little filigree circle thing behind it. I've used corners, so I kind of did use the same layout that I was talking about, just with a few little modifications. I did use this nice big piece. Where did I put it? Oh, I don't know what I did with it because I want to use it. That's a bummer. Excuse me. Huh, okay. Yeah. I've misplaced that. Okay, I'm going to have to find it so I can do the next bit. But anyway, I'll keep showing you. So at first I thought, well, if only this much is poking out, why do I want to waste that whole piece of lace? But it gives it texture. You've got a tiny bit poking out the top, tiny bit poking out the bottom, like literal tiny pieces. So I just didn't want to take away from that by just using the edge. So I did use the whole piece and then covered it up, which I know some people might think that's wasteful, but it gives it some squish as well, which is really nice. And then I've used these two doily pieces, and behind this I ended up taking a piece of brown paper, which I had I thought that I would have some brown cardstock, but I don't have any brown cardstock at all. So I've ended up using a piece of Tim Holtz paper, which is actually printed with paint palettes or something. It's from a 12 by 12 book, and I just tore around that for that background. And then the other pieces are the same as what I said in the last video. So I think that turned out really nice. I'm really happy with it. Let me know what you think. And obviously I use the corners because they were a bit, yeah, when I covered the outside. Okay, so then the inside cover, this was a bit of a hodgepodge, but so because I printed these papers on 200 GSM, this kind of didn't have much give, and it tore when I opened the book back up. That's my error in how I actually put that on, but I'm not mad about it, because what I plan to do is use this down the inside and the out, like the back and the front, once I've sewn in the signatures, and that will cover that up, no problem. And I think that will look cute, and you'll never know. So I've just used the whole piece there to cover the inside, and it wasn't quite long enough. So I used a piece of crocheted lace on the back side, which is really nice because you can see it when the book's closed. Gives it more, little bit more. So I think that turned out really cool. I'm really happy with it. So then I started on my pages. So I'm only going to do 2 signatures because, oh, I don't think I have an inch ruler, but it's about 2 3/4 centimeters. So it's probably 1.5 inches spine. So 2 signatures is going to be plenty. So what I want to do is I want to find the other piece of this. There it is, I can see it. Give me 1 sec. Okay, so what I want to do with this is actually put it, because I really like it, and because I've covered it up you can't see any of it. So I want to make this the spine and have it wrap around the back as well. So I'm going to do that, and then I also have, if I can get to them, I have these little beads. Which I'm thinking I will thread on my binding thread, so that will show on the outside of the crochet lace here on that binding thread. The issue that I might have is that the holes in these are quite small, which will be a bit of a bummer, but I also have these ones, but I think these are too big. So I'll have to have a bit of a play around with those, see what works out good for that. So, sorry, I was talking about the pages. So then I put my signatures together. Oh, before I did that, I actually tea dyed the back side of all of the pages. Actually didn't end up using the extra pages that I purchased for this journal, but I'm going to make 2 more daisy journals with those pages because I have enough. And I've learned a few things along the way while doing this one, so I think another 1 or 2, I think there'll be different sizes, different styles, but I'll show you those as well. Alright, so most of the pages are the ones from the kit, but I've also added coffee dye, and obviously, yeah, tea dye at the back. As I said, there's some more coffee lined paper. I've folded some of them for flaps and things. Yeah, I used that image there for the second signature cover, and I think that's the only like outer colour. Yeah, but I have some other options that I may add. I just don't want it to get too bulky with the pages because I know I'm going to want to put some ephemera in there. And then what I want to do is I've used the rest of this lace and I've cut tabs, which I've started to stick on the outside here of some of the pages. And I'm going to stitch them. I'm going to sew them, which I think will look nice. I'm not going to stitch the signatures in until I'm done decorating the pages because I want to sew on some of them, and it's just easier to do that when they're not attached to the book. I think that's it for where I'm at. So next time I will have this attached and I'll be working on some ephemera. But here, oh yeah, I also found these little charms, which I'm not really sure where I'm going to attach them, but I thought they were super cute, and they go. So I'm going to attach them somewhere on the journal. They might be on the tabs, they might be on the closure, might be on the spine, who knows. You just never know until you get there. So I hope you like what I ended up doing. Let me know what you think. And yeah, we'll be back again within the next stage. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.